All right, hey everyone, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. We are the Odds Couple. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the live show that we do every day from 10:30 Eastern Time. Mike Brenner, MLB baseball. I started out with a great day. You started out with a winner as well, but I think I went 4-1.
No, did you really?
4-1. Two pushes.
Buddy.
Well, one push and one, and I had the White Sox which I pushed. But yeah, 4-1. I had Boston -1, the Mets -1. I had Colorado -1, and I had one other and then I had the under in the Philly game. And so 4 losses, 4 wins.
Don't turn them into
my loss was the second half with you.
Good stuff.
There you go. Hopefully,
them Phillies played out for me yesterday. Also, I liked what I saw there. I think it's going to be interesting. There's a nice slate today.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into it. This, of course, Mike Brenner and I. This is the show that we're giving our official picks. We're not doing a pick show for MLB. We'll be doing series previews, but our picks are all going to come in today's show.
We are doing a pick show.
Shows. What?
Right now.
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
Give me 5 of that.
Okay, so I'll start things off, Mike Brenner.
Okay.
I don't know if you're going to agree with me or whatever. Yesterday, did I have the balls to pull the trigger on the Dodgers?
Pull that trigger.
No, I did not. Today, though,
Judge Hornick did. He pulled it on that big one. Yeah.
I mean, listen. I mean, the question is just how high are these Dodgers lines going to go, and how high should they be? And I'm going to take I'm going with it. With my data today,
pull that trigger.
Clayton Richard had a terrible spring training. San Diego just awful. Kenta Maeda, we know he's a quite decent pitcher. He added some muscle. He had a good spring.
I'm surprised Clayton Richard's still in the.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's what San Diego's doing. They're just taking whatever is there. So I'm going to take the Dodgers. I'm going to take them at -1. It will be about -146. The Greek actually dropped down, surprisingly, to -200. I'm not sure what that's all about, but I'm going to take that line. And I'm going to take for the run line, I do -1 line. So that combines the run line, run line, and the money line. So that'll put the Dodgers at about -146. And that's going to be my first pick. No brainer. If it loses that. That's fine.
I wanted to give you some insight yesterday. Judge Joe Hornick said, he said, you know what? And he's serious about it. He goes, I think I'm just going to fade San Diego all year. And at the end of the year, I'm going to come out on top.
Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes if you can identify those teams in the beginning of baseball season, and like I said, it's looking like this year, the good teams might be, at least to start, might actually be undervalued. The bad teams might be, at least to start, might be overvalued because it's San Diego. Did you know I read an article where their average salary is just $10,000 more than the league minimum?
Oh my God!
So the conclusion was they're basically putting out a minor league team.
Sounds like Billy Beanball.
I'm just saying, it's the opposite of Billy Beanball. Like when you look at like Clayton Richard, you're right. Like how the hell is he in the majors? But I mean,
and with that being said, that's going to be my first pick right here. I want to go -1.5 on the Dodgers today, buddy. So give me the best shot line.
So we will give you, for some reason, I'm not exactly sure why, the Greek has been taking San Diego money.
I'm glad.
So we'll take advantage of that. We'll give you a -1.5 plus 105.
Plus 105, Pistol. I feel good about it. And there's one I was going to jump on yesterday was Monitor, and obviously got rained out. I'm taking it today. I think the extra day gives Verlander definitely the edge. He had a great bounce back year last year. I think Detroit, they have no choice with that lineup. And I know JD Martinez probably will not be playing. I'm going Pistol Pete. I want to take Detroit on the regular money line.
All right, Detroit on the regular money line. That'll give you the there's actually no pinnacle line, but we give you the let's see, what can we give you? -120.
Okay, -120. Hit us with another one, Pistol.
All right. Well, I'm going to just
answer some questions.
Dan Kelly says that the Dodgers -1, -162 at 5 times, and that's true. What I do though is I don't take the actual -1 line that they offer. I just combine the money line and the run line to give you a -1 line, and I'm going to be using the Greek line. So right now at the Greek, the Dodgers are -200, and as with Mike Brenner, the run line is -1.5 plus 105. So you combine those two, gives you about -147. And that's the way I like to bet on -1 lines, just to answer, Dan Kelly.
And you guys can find those lines at the Greek at SBRodds.com.
That's right. That's right.
Scroll over, click that little icon that says the Greek, and it'll take you right there.
That's right.
Joey Martino pushing. He's not. This is a real journalism right here on YouTube channel. Why would extra day give him the edge? Explain, Mike.
Well, no problem. This is a veteran. Okay, when you're going up, when you have a veteran team and a veteran pitcher, that extra day isn't going to mess up his rotation. It's not going to mess up his routine. All right, I think it's almost like an experience, strength of schedule type of thing. I'm telling you right now, I love it. I think Detroit's more solid today than it was yesterday, Joey, and that's my opinion.
We have actually a question here on Facebook.
Okay.
Seth Porter says, I've been on football and basketball, but I want to know how to cap MLB. Is there anything for the most basic, or where you can direct somebody? Obviously, we have our how to bet stuff.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I was going to
suggest. The thing about capping MLB is that there's just a million different statistics that are used by various people. I mean, it depends on what level this guy wants to cap MLB.
Hot hitters and starting pitchers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually like handicapping MLB is actually much more complicated because there's so many more stats, and because the stats are so much more meaningful than in other sports, and because it's primarily an individual sport as opposed to basketball and football, which are much more team sports. Actually, baseball is basically an individual sport, and there's so many more stats. It's really hard to answer that question very simply.
Well, like Breadman said, though, at SBR we have there's different
how to bet on sports,
how to bet on sports,
baseball.
and take advantage of it. Sharp tool. Hashtag Ask SBR, guys. Sharpest tool in the industry, and it's absolutely free.
There's a lot of people. I was just talking. I think Saturday night during the horrible Oregon loss.
Don't bring that up again.
Horrible Oregon loss. No, we were chatting. And, a lot of people aren't even aware. We actually was talking about this with Pistol of the alternate run lines and the different kind of just the way that the spread works in baseball. So
alternative run lines. There's a lot of money to be made on those.
A lot of people don't even realize that baseball doesn't have a different kind of spread. It's just 1.5 or 1.
Pistol, I got another one I like.
Okay,
I'm going to pull the trigger. I think the Cubbies, I think that that loss, and they had a day to think about it. I look for them to come out on fire. I think Arrieta's going to be in that zone. I look for this to be like a 7-2, 7-3 type of ball game. I'm pulling the trigger, Pistol. I want the Cubbies on the run line.
On the run line. Okay, so let's see. We can give you the best line would be plus 125
God,
a bunch of places.
I love it. I'm going to take that money today, buddy. I'm telling you right now, they're going to come out.
All right.
Get it done today.
Yeah, there's a lot of borderline plays. I'll just mention them, but I'm not going to give them just because I want to keep my record positive for the year if I can. Yeah. I'm definitely thinking that maybe Arizona. I mean, Cueto's great. But and very solid in midseason form, but I'm thinking that Arizona as a big underdog at home is getting a little bit disrespected as they were yesterday. Question mark is Corbin. Corbin had a decent spring, but of course a terrible season last year. And will he be able to at least for this start hang tough? And they don't have a great bullpen either. You don't want Fernando Rodney, even if you have a big home underdog. But I'm definitely leaning to Arizona as a home dog. I'm also leaning to over 8.5 in Seattle. Houston, Iwakuma, and McCullers have been good in recent years, but they both had shaky springs. Both these offenses should be, productive. And I also have to check the weather, but I'm leaning to over in Cleveland and Texas. Carrasco and Perez. Carrasco, of course, coming back off the injury, and Perez is just a very hittable starter in general. And of course, we saw yesterday with Darvish and Kluber, the game went way over. So I'm thinking about
we got some comments coming in as well.
Let's hear.
We got quite a bit.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see.
Question just
nope. I'm checking the questions. Okay. All right. Let me see. You know what? I will
pull that trigger.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Let me see.
And again,
do you have any other bets?
Nope. I got 3 picks today. That's all I'm going with. Also.
No to Cueto, huh? J2K is asking no to Cueto.
No to Cueto.
I'm leaning at that big of a plus dog line. I'm definitely leaning Arizona for sure. And then we've also got a big slate of NBA games, 11 games. Mike Brenner, do you have anything about any of those games? Some interesting stuff going on tonight as well.
We're going to tune into the NBA Odds Couple show. We're going to break those down. But also, we just wanted to say thank you to the friends at Wager for the bracket contest and everything, because March Madness is officially over. North Carolina last night got it done on that full game. Sloppy game. I don't think any of them, I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of comment. I just think if Oregon would have been on top of their game against North Carolina, I think they would have won that last night against Zags.
Okay. So in the NBA, we've got Washington, who's actually been slumping, and Charlotte, who's been, I think they're 7-2 ATS over their last 9. So Charlotte getting some points. That might be.
Jordan lit a flame under the ass of them players, buddy. He really did. He went in, and this was like 3-4 days ago, just had one of those, player-only meetings with the owner. And for real. Okay, and then Cleveland is coming off of the double OT win over Toronto, but another ATS loss for Cleveland. Now they're going up against Orlando, and if there's any team they might be likely to get a could be them. What's that line sitting at?
-9, a margin cover against Cleveland. That might be it. And let's see, Chicago and New York. New York, of course, Derek. They're reducing Carmelo Anthony's minutes. Derek Rose is out for the year, so they're giving a lot of youngsters playing time now.
Could be dangerous.
The Bulls are playing well, playing for playoff positioning, and they've been covering recently. But I'm thinking that
that line sitting at?
Small road favorite of a 3.5.
So I gotta wonder if it's time to just actually fade the Knicks straight out. If they're just gonna try to tank.
Yeah, I think
Derrick Rose out for the season.
Melo's not going to let them tank, but still, he's not going to be enough to do it all. I think you're right. They might be looking to do that, and also be careful. Miami Heat starting to trend the other way again.
Up,
Miami Heat not cashing them tickets either.
Dan Kellerman,
percentage higher in the draft lottery.
Dan Kellerman, Derek saying Giants win big tonight over Corbin. Interesting opinion.
I think Giants might blow up too. Buster Posey, if he's in the line.
Yeah, I'm just leading Arizona for now.
Tankers. You're tanking.
Okay, and then in the NBA, let's see what else we have. That's
there's some damn good games tonight.
Yeah, Brooklyn and Philadelphia, Milwaukee and OKC. Milwaukee's been both those teams been slumping ATS recently
huge.
a bit recently actually. So
and both of them need a win in this big time. That's going to be that might be something to look at as an over. What's the total sitting at in that?
For what?
OKC, Milwaukee, yeah.
It's about 211, and both of them have actually been modest under trenders recently. But yeah, so I have no opinion on the total. 211.
211. Okay.
That one. And
where's that game at, Pistol?
It's in OKC.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So you know what? I'm looking at this. You know what? I will take the
He's going to take it, Red Man.
I'm going to take the over in Texas and Cleveland. The Chris Books Bet DSI and Bookmaker have 8.5 minus 120. I'll jump on that one. Over 8.5 in Texas and
That's
Cleveland.
Official.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm adding that one.
Don't get crazy now. Don't get crazy, Pistol.
Was there a lean on the Rays? I may have missed it.
They're not the Devil Rays anymore. That's one thing I can tell you. Don't say that. You'll get in trouble. The guy on TV said it. Yeah.
I'm definitely leaning Tampa Bay with Odorizzi. Sabathia has not been as terrible as some people, including myself, were maybe expecting. But so he'll probably be somewhat serviceable. But the Rays, with Longoria,
they really start slow too. That's a typically slow start. Yeah. And last year they underachieved big time.
All right, so Odorizzi, obviously, a quality guy. If he can repeat if he starts off the year as he closed out last year, which then I'm definitely leaning Rays is what I'm trying to say here.
And also with Archer coming out with that decent first game, I mean, he stumbled a bit, but then he settled down. That's going to give the rest of the staff a little incentive to keep up with their ace, and he will be the ace this year if he stays healthy.
All right, so I guess that's about it. Should we wrap it up with our picks?
Let's give a best baseball pick of the day.
Give you a rundown on the picks that you put out, and maybe your best play.
I put out the Dodgers -1, -146. Again, that's combining the lines at the Greek currently, and I'm liking that one. Then I threw on the Cleveland and Texas
threw it right on there.
8.5 -120, and then I'm thinking about the Seattle Houston over 8.5.
Can't stop them. You can only hope to contain them. Let it loose, Pistol Pete. Pull that trigger. What the hell?
Well, because I'm not exactly sure what we're going to get from Iwakuma and McCullers, and of course, it's just like two productive offenses.
Well, then don't do it. You're 4-1 yesterday. Let's stay in that zone.
All right.
Stay in that zone.
Yeah.
Come on now. That's what friends
are
for.
I'll hold on there. I'll hold off.
He's
on
holding
that
off.
And let's see. Yeah, definitely leaning Tampa Bay. Colorado, Milwaukee is going to be a pass for me. Davies obviously can keep Milwaukee in games. Anderson obviously is a guy that I don't want to bet against either. So, and then let's see. All right. I'll just hang on those two picks for now. Dodgers -1 and Cleveland, Texas over 8.5.
All right, you got it. I'm going with the Cubbies -1.5. Arietta on the mound +125. Detroit on the money line -120 with Verlander, and I'm taking the Dodgers to open it up again today -1.5 +105. Pistol Pete. Let's see if we can keep this momentum going. It's early in the season, but baseball's back, baby. Boys, it's summer.
Dan Kelly saying that the Indians over just moved to 9, which actually I'm not seeing. I'm seeing
just moved to 9.
I'm seeing it's dropping down. Actually, it's now 8.5 -118. But no, I'm taking over 8 -120 at the bookmaker books.
All right, and my favorite play out of all those today, I think it's going to be the Dodgers again on that run line. I think bats are going to stay open, baby.
And viewers, be sure to check into Instagram here in a little while for the best play of the day.
Yes.
Next couple will put out an Instagram exclusive. Yeah, wrap it up. Instagram exclusive. The best play of the day coming up shortly here on Instagram. So check it out. SBR Sports Picks on Instagram.
That's right, guys. Bet responsible. Beat your bookie and build that bank at SBR. #AskSBR. Odds couple coming to you.